Hello, everyone, and welcome to Prismat. Welcome to my channel. And our topic is all about solving problems involving factors of polynomials. When it comes to solving word problems using factoring, there are a couple of things to remember before you begin. In many cases, word problems are based on real life situations. So you need to make sure that your answers make sense in the context of the problem. What I mean by this is that you are going to factor in quadratic equations, which means that you will usually get two answers. You need to make sure that the answers make sense. If you are finding the length, width, height, or distance of something, or finding the time it takes for something to happen, a negative answers will not make sense in terms of the situation. You can have a negative length of a frame or a negative time for a race. In many of these problems of your two answers will be negative, and with this is the case, you cross out the negative answers and only use the positive answers. A negative answer is not always incorrect, especially in the case of consecutive integers. So we need positive and negative when it comes to consecutive integers. Objective of this lesson is to solve word problems involving the factoring of polynomial equations. There are different types of factoring polynomials. If you still remember about the common monomial factor, difference of two squares, sum or difference of two cubes, perfect square trinomial, simple quadratic trinomial, and the general quadratic trinomial. So be sure that you still remember about the different types of factoring polynomials. Translate each verbal phrase into a mathematical phrase. We have number one, 5 added to a number is 9. When you say is, it means equal. And then added, it means sum. So let us translate this verbal phrase into a mathematical phrase. And therefore, the answer will be n plus 5 equals 9. So this will be your verbal and this will be your mathematical equation or phrase. Next, number 2. 4 times a number decreased by 12. And the answer is 4x negative 12. When you say decrease, it means minus. So we have 4 times, so 4x minus 12. Number 3, the difference of two numbers is 5. When we say difference, it means subtract. And therefore, we have x minus y equals 5. So when we say is, it means equal. Number 4, the sum of twice a number is 6, or the sum of twice a number and 6. And therefore, the answer is 2n plus 6. The sum, when you say sum, it means addition. Twice a number using a variable. So we have n, so twice a number, and 6, so 2n plus 6. And number 5, 4 more than a number. 4 more than a number, and the answer will be n plus 4, because more than it means positive or plus. Okay, sum. Next, step in solving word problems. So what are the steps in solving word problems? So the first one is understand the problem, or you can also draw a diagram if possible. Number 2, write the equation. 3, solve the equation. 4, check. Check your answer if your answer is correct or wrong. Example number 1. Assuming your class is going on a field trip and one of your destinations is the National Museum of the Philippines, where a A painting of one Luna is displayed. This painting is considered to be a massive work of art. So this will be the painting of one Luna display in National Museum of the Philippines. Question. Find the dimensions of the painting if the length is 12 feet longer than its width and the area is 45 feet square. So we have step one, understand the problem, then draw a diagram if possible. So we have a diagram and we have a rectangle. So let X, so this will be your width, the width of the painting. X plus 12, that will be the length of the painting. Step 2, write the equation. So therefore, the equation will be the formula in finding the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. So this will be the formula. If we are looking for the area of rectangle, the area is equal to length times width. And therefore, by using substitution, 45, that will be the area that will be your given, 45 feet square. And your length is x plus 12. And then your x, that will be your width. Step 2, solve the equation. X plus 12 multiply x equals 45. Then all you have to do is you distribute, you multiply x and x is x squared. Then 12 multiplied to x, we have 12x, then equals 45. So again, multiply x and x squared, then x times 12, we have 12x. Then after that, you transpose 45. This one is positive. And then if you transpose positive 45, it will become negative 45. So therefore, we have x squared plus 12x minus 45, then equal to 0 equals 0. Then after that, factor, one of the factor of 45, if you still remember about the simple quadratic trinomial, so we have 45, the last term is negative 45, factors of negative 45, and the two factors, if you add the two factors, the sum will be positive 12, positive 12, okay? So therefore, we have x plus 15, then multiply to x minus 3. So these are the two factors of 45, negative 45 factors, positive 15 and negative 3. Then if you multiply this using a FOIL method, multiply the last term, 15 times negative 3, we have negative 45. And then to get the middle term and be sure that the sum of the two factors is the middle term, which is positive 12, 15 multiply x is 15x, 3 times x, negative 3x. And then if you add them, look at this number, positive, and this one is negative. If you add them, the answer is positive 12x, because 15 is greater than 3. This one is positive and this one is negative. So follow the sign of positive or 15. 15, positive 15. So follow the sign. Next, then equal to 0. Then after that, we have x plus 15 equals to 0. Therefore, we have transposed this one to get the value of x. So you transpose, so 15 transpose. This one is positive. When you transpose positive, it will become negative. When you transpose negative, it will become positive. And therefore, we have x equals to negative 15. Next, we have x minus 3 equal to 0. and then x minus 3 equal to 0, and then we have x equals positive 3. So again, we have negative 3 transpose, it will become positive. We have negative, positive. We have positive, negative once you transpose. Okay, then the answer is the value of x is positive 3 because negative is not the answer. So again, this one is x equals 3. So we use positive number. Then your width is x equals 3 and your length is x plus 12. Then you substitute the value of x, which is 3. So we have 3, change x to positive 3 plus 12 equals to 15. So 3 plus 12, we have 15. Then step 3, check. The width of the painting is 3 feet while its length is 15 feet. So again, the width of the painting is 3 feet while its length is 15 feet. Is the area equal to 45 feet square? And the answer is the formula is area equals to length times width. And then we have 45 feet square and then equals 15. That will be your length. And then 3 feet, that will be your width. And therefore, 15, then 3. So we have 45 feet square equals to 45 feet square because 15 times 3, we have 45. Next, number 2. The product of 1 more than a number and 4 less than the number is 36. Find the numbers. So again, the product of 1 more than a number and 4 less than the number is 36. Find the numbers. So we are looking for two numbers. Product, when you say product is multiplication, 1 more than. When you say more than, it means positive. 1 more than a number. And 4 less than. We say less than, it means subtraction. So you subtract. It means minus. 4 less than the number is 36. We say is equal 36. So again, is equal 36. And therefore, we have the solution. We have x plus 1. So that will be the first number, the product of 1 more than a number. Then the second number is x minus 4. Then is 36. So equals 36. Then after that, you multiply. First, you multiply using FOIL method. So x and x. And therefore, we have x squared. Then multiply x times, we have x times negative 4. We have negative 4x. Then 1 times x is 1x. Then 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. And therefore, this will be your answer. So we have x squared. So x and x is x squared. 4x is x times 4. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Positive x, 1 times x is 1. Then 1 times negative 4, 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. Then equals 36. And then after that, you combine the similar term. And these are the similar term. Negative 4x and positive x. So this one is negative and then this one is positive. So therefore, you follow the sign of the greatest absolute value. So we have negative 4 is greater than 1, positive, and therefore the answer. So again, this will be your FOIL method. Then after that, we have x squared negative 3x minus 4 because 4 negative plus 1 is negative 3x. Then equals 36. Next, you transpose positive 36 and then equate to 0. So positive 36, it will become negative 36 and then equate to 0. And then after that, you add a similar term again. This one is negative and both numbers are negative. So therefore, you add then copy the sign. So we have negative 40. Then after that, next is you factor, and these are the two factors of negative 40, because 5 times negative 8 is negative 40. And then if you add the two factors of negative 40, and the answer is negative 3, and that negative 3 is the middle term. So this will be your middle term, negative 3. These are the product, and if you add them, it will become negative 3. So the middle term is negative. So we use uh, using simple quadratic trinomial. Then equal to 0. Then after that, using x plus 5, then equal to 0. And therefore, x equals negative 5. Then the other one is x minus 8 equals 0. And then x equals 8, because transpose negative 8, then it will become positive, negative, positive. And then this one is positive, then change to negative 5. And therefore, using positive. So we have x equals 8, not the negative number. Then after that, we have x plus 1. And then we have, so this will be the first number, 8. That will be your x. So substitute the value of x, that will be your 8. 8 plus 1, the answer is 9. Then the second number is x minus 4. And then using x, you change x to positive 8, and therefore we have 8 minus 4, and then subtract, the answer is 4. And therefore, checking, so these are the two numbers. So your first number, so this will be your first number and second number, or these are the two numbers. So we are looking to find the numbers. So these are the numbers. 9 times 4, we have positive 36. So these are the numbers. Next, 36 equals 36. So they are equal. So therefore, 9 times 4 is 36. Example number 3, we have the product of two consecutive integers is 90. Find the integers. Solution. So again, product, it means multiplication. So two consecutive integers. So let x be the first integer, and then x plus 1 be the second integer. Then multiply using distributive property of multiplication. You multiply x to x plus 1. First, we have x and x. So therefore, we have x squared. And then the other one is x multiply positive 1. So we have positive x. So we have imaginary 1. So we have positive x. 1 times x, we have x. X multiply x, we have x squared, equals 90. Then after that, you transpose again, transpose positive 90 from right to left. So therefore, change the sign, positive to negative. And then after that, you get the factors of this trinomial. So the given factor is 90. What are the factors of 90? And therefore, we have 10 and negative 9. Then if you multiply this, the answer is negative 90. And then if you add, the answer is positive 1 or positive x. This will be the middle term, right? So 10 times negative 9, we have negative 90. And then 10 plus negative 9, the answer is 1. So that will be your middle term, equals 0. Then after that, x plus 10 equals to 0, equal to 0. Then we have x equals to negative 10. Then the other one is x minus 9 equals 0. And then transpose of negative 9, it will become positive 9. So x equals positive 9. So therefore, the first set of two consecutive integers will be x equals negative 10 and x plus 1. So substitute negative 10 to x, change x to negative 10. It will become negative 10 plus 1, then equals negative 9. So we use negative numbers and we also use positive 9 or positive numbers since we are talking about consecutive integers. Then the other one, the second set of two consecutive integers will be x equals 9 and then x plus 1. So change x to positive 9. So we have 9 plus 1, we have 10. If you multiply negative 10 to negative 9, the answer is 90. If you multiply 9 to positive 10, the answer is 90. Then, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you. Bye.